Hard work, work. There you go. Hard work, work. Everybody doing it right. Hard work, work. Hard work. That's what we say. Hard work, work, work. Earn more pay. Hard work, work. Hard work. Do it every day. Hard work, work. Get up out of 2:45. Hard work, work. Ready to go and earn more pay. Hard work, work. Put the boots on and lace them up. Hard work, work. Another day to work. Hard work, work. Hard work. That's what we say. Hard work, work. Hard work. I earn my pay. Hard work, work. Move on now.
What's going on, you beautiful sons of bitches? It's the guys from the No Sleeves Network back on the talk. It's been months since we've done one of these, but that means we're going to have a lot of shit to talk about. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to finish something that we started months ago. But before we start diving into the entire show, guys, how are we doing? Evo, Matt, Byron, guys, it's been forever since we fucking sat down and done one of these. It's been entirely too long. Thank you guys for making the time. I'm pumped for today. We got some animals to discuss, and then honestly, I think we can probably stick with that theme if we're going to talk about all the political shit that has happened in the last 6 months. Because they're basically all animals. But with that, Evo, my man, how you doing, brother? How you been? I know we talk fairly often, but tell everybody else how you doing.
Yeah, look, I'm doing good. I'm exhausted. I'm ready for Betty by time because I'm still on a monsoon shift going into the last week of it. So I'm hitting the hay right after this. Plus, had a extremely long night of drinking last night. So feeling the effects of that and not getting a whole lot of sleep. So, but yeah, dude, it's been a super long time since we've done this. I've lost all of my hair. I'm fucking bald now.
He is bald.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That
You
is...
guys, man, I cannot believe nobody else is seeing this.
It's insane. Like,
oh my
it's
God.
been months and just
what
it all
happens
just
to
fucking
it?
went away. Yeah, cancer. No.
Well, aren't you supposed to lose
no.
weight when you have cancer, though?
Damn.
Golly.
Picking right up where we left off.
It's all tumor. Okay, that's what's going on. Like, but I got married since fucking the last episode. Had hair at the wedding, and then like almost a month to the day later, I was like, I'm losing my hair so bad. I need to see because I'm getting the male pattern baldness, either that or some of the fucking black water I've been pumping into my veins for fucking a couple of years, accelerating it. And so I was like, I need to see what is going on here if I can even rock a shaved head, which I fucking hated. But I just went with clippers one day and was like, just took a strip out. So I forced myself to do this. And now it's like, as I let it start to grow back, it almost looks worse. And I'm like the stupid baby bird stage. So I'm just kind of fucked. So the whole purpose was, do I need to start setting money aside so I can take a trip to Turkey and get some fucking plugs in, or can I deal with this? And it's still Turkey. Fuck Turkey. Why? It's the best place to go to do it.
No, dude. Okay, so story about fucking Turkey. Are we ready? I mean, hold on. I don't want to get into that yet. I'm going to tell a story about Turkey.
I would never fuck a turkey.
Yeah.
I didn't fuck a turkey, but we almost got fucked in Turkey. It was a crazy story. I'm going to write a movie script on this experience because
I feel like I've heard this story before.
I definitely have heard this story.
Yes,
for what it's
I
worth,
haven't.
You can pay like a third of the price to go to Turkey and get hair plugs than what you would pay in the States. However, most of the professional like doctors and stuff like that here in the States go to Turkey to get the shit done because it's all inclusive. Like, for anyone looking into it, it's like $3,000 plus the plane tickets.
That's it.
They pick you up from the airport,
bro.
They take you to the hotel. They take you to the facility. They do everything. They feed you the whole 9 yards. Turkish hooker, and then
I'm about to say you probably get a lady boy.
They take you back to the airport and fucking ship you back home, looking like a fucking meatball on your head. That's been fucking. It's just terrible. Like I've watched a lot of TikToks on it because I'm like, I don't know if I should do this, if I shouldn't. I don't know. I'm just kind of running with it right now. Hannah is I feel like she's trying to be positive, but I don't think she married a fucking shaved head bald man. And so she's still trying to fucking fit her
cope with
head
it as
around
well.
it. Yeah.
I
And,
would-
and
I-
I also not that I'm a young cat. I'm 36, but like I felt like it aged me like 5 to 10 years immediately, and I'm not cool with it. So it's a struggle for sure.
So
All right.
I will
understand.
say you have a beautiful fucking bald head, dude.
I was literally. I need to.
It is real
to
nice.
Also say the same thing.
This
It
is
is
the
solid
thing.
bald head.
I keep getting this from
It's a
people at work and
solid
everything.
bald
They're
head,
like,
dude.
well, at least you don't have a weirdly shapen head. And I feel like that's that backwards compliment, like where
on,
like
take
the
it off
backhand
again.
compliment, we're
You
like,
have a very
people can't-
round head.
Yeah.
It is
Take-
perfect. It is
take the hat
very
off again.
dome.
Take the hat off. That
Bro.
Yeah,
is-
very
that is
smooth,
great.
brother.
That
Yeah.
That
you
is-
know who you look
You need
like.
to grow the beard out longer because then you look like a biker.
that's why the
You
beard
get-
has been
get
growing
one of
out.
these. Get
Yeah.
one of
You guys watch Black Sails at all?
I have
not.
seen Black Sails.
Yeah, the main character who was also gay. You kind of remind me of him. You got that look.
All right. Well, that sounds about right.
That was
look,
good.
I've been going through a stressful period in life recently, post marriage. So not a midlife crisis, hopefully, but yeah, we're getting into it. But Matt, like, how have things changed for you? I've heard rumors that either you've gotten a new gig as a male gigolo, or that you're a new ICE agent. So
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's something
the other.
about
Both
that,
are
or
believable.
something along those lines. Yeah, dude. Started a new job. Completely different. I'm out of the specific, Gray Eagle UAS field, and
Are you in UAS
working
at all
at-
anymore?
well, I mean, technically, I'm still under the UAS umbrella, you could say, but it's dealing with a completely different software program. So, and I'm the HMI lead for it, so it's been awesome, dude. It's been crazy chaotic though, learning it, because I've been doing UAS Gray Eagle shit for the last 15 years, maybe even a little longer, and then even coming here originally, I wasn't flying or teaching, but I was still like a Gray Eagle SME, so it's still in that wheelhouse of confidence, which is what I think has been the biggest struggle for me, is learning to trying to be confident in something that you're not actually confident in when it comes to work, and being able to speak confidently on it and execute on it. But it's been a great growth for me, career wise and personal wise. But yeah, the job's great. I'm happy that I made the change. And then of course, fucking sports is all kicking off, which, you guys can relate to, and excited for the season, man. This football season is going to be an amazing season. Pretty pumped about it.
Oh yeah. So for anybody who is watching who is not military, SME, subject matter expert, which all four of us were. Suck it.
Yeah, and look, if you aren't military or don't know what a subject matter expert is, how you just stumbled upon this podcast, like, God bless you for being here.
Yeah, no shit. Appreciate you though.
Just
but
stay.
For real.
Yeah. So Byron, what's new with you? The old ginger down here. Been posting a whole bunch of blogs and stuff like that, which is pretty fucking cool. What's new in your life?
I mean, not a whole lot. A whole lot has pretty much stayed the same. I just pushed my oldest daughter off to her second year of college.
Hell yeah.
I didn't realize I was the oldest one of the bunch,
Oh, yeah.
and that kind of actually hurts a little bit. But at least I have my hair, so
That is
Okay.
true.
Okay.
I was gonna make that comment, but I figured you had it coming.
Shots fired.
Dude, I'm almost there, dude. Like my
Mine's good still, man. Actually, well, here's the thing. I'm very vain. For like 2 years, I hit up Hims and was fucking getting the hair regrowth treatment, dog, because I didn't want to lose my hair. I wanted to grow that shit out super long, so I was not letting it happen. I don't got no shame.
Well, look, I'm almost sold now based off of all these comments. I'm going to go to Turkey. I'm going to get the plugs, and before you know it, I'm going to be looking like Blaze, the Minnesota Vikings cheerleader with the
There
long,
you
luscious
go.
hair. I'm gonna
yes.
Fabio it out,
Does the wife not like it?
dude. She's not. She's doing her best to be positive, I think. She hasn't
Yeah,
said a
but
negative thing yet, other
does
than
she
like,
still
oh, I
take
don't
off her
like it when there's
clothes?
stubble. She like doesn't like the Velcro feeling. Excuse me, hook and loop fastener feeling. But like, so I have to keep
Fucking
it
pile.
shaved relatively often. But like she's like, oh, yeah, like it looks good on you. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, I want you to be like, my basement's flooded, if that's not happening, it's bothersome to me.
That makes a lot of sense, brother. That makes a lot of sense. Guys, is anybody who's drinking? I know Matt, you were saying you were pouring some whiskey. Who's got a drink tonight?
Agua.
We got
Agua. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're nursing the hangover.
I got flight ops before too long, so I got to.
Oh yeah, fuck, you got to go work.
Well, I'm still on the keto train, so drinking is not in the cards for me. I'm drinking a 0 sugar A&W, what is it, an ice cream sundae root beer thing? Whatever. It's fucking delicious.
Hey, that's one thing that I
phenomenal.
think that needs to be brought up, Byron. You've been on this weight loss journey and you've been fucking killing it. Last time we did one of these podcasts was what, March? How much have you gone down since that time frame?
Oh, geez, since March. I mean, March was only the second month.
So fuckload of weight
that
then,
we
since the last time.
Let's see. Let's look at a handy dandy data graph here. We'll go March 15th for shits and gigs to now.
So it's pretty safe to assume it was at the end of the month if we do anything.
Yeah. So I was at 270 that time frame, and I am down to 225 as of this morning.
Hell yeah,
that's
dude.
fucking awesome.
That's awesome. That is so
shout
fucking
out
awesome.
to
So
wins.
I actually weigh less. I weigh less now than I did when I got out of the army.
That wiener is triple the size too.
it will make everything look
I
bigger.
can see all of it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's great, man.
Ooh, so Matt, what do you anything?
Drinking anything? Yeah. Well, we got some makers going. Some makers, Mark. It's been kind of a heavy whiskey time for my life. I've been drinking a lot lately. And I feel like I should probably start toning it down, but I don't really want to, so I don't
Can't really seem to
going
get around that.
Yeah, right. Not really an option. No, whiskey, Maker's Mark. Been drinking a lot of Buffalo Trace lately.
I do like some Buffalo Trace. Or I did.
Yeah,
I don't know if I haven't had a whiskey, I think, since my accident. I have stuck to basically like seltzers and things like light colored shit. Like this is vodka, grapefruit juice, and some lemonade.
I feel like if I don't drink like a hard liquor, like whiskey, or even like a vodka soda or something like that, then the beer, I can get a buzz from it, unless I'm shotgunning. When we're at Talladega and we're shotgunning beers and I shotgun, 15 beers in an hour, then yeah, I'll get drunk. But if I'm just drinking on something, like beer just fills me up, makes my gut feel all bloated.
Well, that's one of the things
straight to the liver.
One of the things that's happened since we've all last talked was there was sorry about I'm seeing your comment there, Byron, about your dick. I love it.
Did he send it?
he sent a picture to us in private chat, and it's ginormous.
It's enormous.
But no, like there's
it's like a toddler holding a fucking crab apple.
Well, you could just put Byron's face on that black guy who just sits over the bed with his 12-foot dong.
The dude that's dead now, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, did he die?
Yeah. He's
oh God.
But he lives
rest
on.
his soul.
Yeah. Too much blood pumping away from the heart, I heard.
Yeah, probably.
But no, there was that we used to have like a company rafting trip that would always happen, and now that everyone's migrated out to fucking Alabama for the most part, the trip happens out there. My invite got lost in the mail this year, apparently. How was that?
Did Scott not email you?
If there was an email or a Facebook invite, I don't know, but I saw that it was happening. I was kind of like, oh, I see how it is.
The trip was awesome.
In fairness, last year I said I couldn't go because I had the boys out here, but this year the boys were not out here during that time, and Hannah and I probably would have tried to make it out there, but it is what it is.
I'm gonna shame Scott the next time I see him,
Yeah.
which won't be
You guys
till
don't work
October
together anymore.
probably. We don't see each other as often anymore.
It's sad.
I do go over there though sometimes. Sometimes my work drags me over there to the JSO. So,
Gotcha.
but when I do, I'll make them feel like shit.
Well, that's do you work at all around the PEO office at all?
I do. I work at the PEO office.
Is there a picture of me up somewhere?
Not that I've
What did you
seen.
do, Evo?
Yeah, not that I've seen.
I've gotten word from locally from our LAR here because I've caused so many issues over there with fuck ups
Hell yeah.
from their engineering side that whenever they get an email from me, they all fucking apparently get upset and groan and shit like that. And they said that there's a fucking picture up of me somewhere in there that says, if this guy like emails, it's a fucking problem, apparently.
I'm gonna go looking tomorrow to see if there's a picture.
Yeah, I'll shoot you some names of some people that I've had
There you
discourse with over there that you can
That's what you
check
should
in
do.
on and see. But apparently my name has been thrown around those halls, and I even sent them an email like 2 weeks ago on a fuck up. So you know, it's probably fresh in their minds.
What'd they do?
Just a checklist issue. Just drop a checklist and then a month later drop another checklist with mistakes, but it's all good.
That sounds about right. And I got to tell you,
never happens.
nobody likes being corrected, Evo. So of course you're
Yeah.
going to be remembered for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
stop being a
also
dick.
bad when like I call it an issue and get told like, hey, this isn't an issue, and then other units are like, whoa, this is an issue, and the fleet starts shutting down. They said, oh, well, we're not flying here at Fort Huachuca because of this, and then other units are like, yeah, we're gonna do the same. And then everyone starts scrambling. Yeah, it's stuff like that. I actually was on a teleconference to get off this topic here after this. I was on a teleconference that they didn't know I was on. And someone said, this Evo guy keeps on picking pepper out of pig shit. And so I chimed in and I said, well, why do you keep sending us pig shit then? And everyone got fucking quiet. So
That's funny, dude. I wish I was on that call. That would have been
That's
so
amazing.
awesome to hear. I would have laughed. I would have unmuted and then laughed.
And they never would have known who it was
Right.
either. Oh man. All right, guys. Are we ready to hop in into the show, into some of the meat of the show?
Hell yeah.
Because we started something a long time ago. I have to find a way to present this fucking thing. Hold on.
Oh, is this the prison one where we try to hook up prison inmates?
Okay,
No.
we are not doing that one. That is still not happening. We are not.
Dude, I'm telling you, that's going to be a killer. We're eventually going to do it. I'm going to get you guys to do it eventually.
look, I will get killed. I will get killed because I thought that my old lady was jealous before we got married of insane
well, now,
shit.
You
But now
thought it
you're
was bad
bald.
before?
Evo, now you're bald though.
And
It's different now.
I don't think so. Not after last night.
All right, guys, we're gonna pick it up. We're calling it the animal fantasy thing. It was called the Animal Kingdom March Madness, but it's not fucking March. Fantasy football's going on. So we're just gonna go ahead and dive back into whatever the fuck it was that we were doing here. Because listen, I still think this is a cool, fun concept, generates a lot of fun topics. Next time, though, we should probably start it in like the beginning of March and finish it in March instead of waiting 6 months in between. At least the next
Agreed.
time we build a bracket.
All right.
Well, if Evo doesn't keep canceling on us.
Yeah.
It's me.
All right, guys. Let's hop into our first matchup for the night. Hippo versus Gorilla. All right. This feels like a pretty uneven matchup, in my opinion. Hippo's a big, bad motherfucker, dude. The Hippo is the meanest thing on the planet.
It is. Where's the battle at? What's the arena? You got to set the stage, right? Because
terrestrial. I mean, even on the
Octagon.
fucking ground, I don't give a shit. A hippo on land is fucking a gorilla up as well. A hippo in the water, a gorilla's got no shot.
No shot, none at all. I think the hippo wins no matter what, right? But it would be at a more disadvantage if it was in, let's say, jungle or something
Okay.
where there's trees, right? Where the gorilla
Dense
could come
forest.
from an air attack.
My question is, regardless of the fucking environment, what is the gorilla going to? Let's say it is just
I don't
a
know.
static hippo, a hippo standing there and not able to fight back. What is a gorilla doing to it in the first place? Just beating it over the head or something?
Yeah,
or
I
trying
mean,
to
you're
choke
gonna
it?
have to use just brute force to kill the
Yeah.
hippo. It's not.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna bite the hippo.
He would have to bite through a soft spot on
I don't
his
think there's a soft
stomach
spot.
area and
I mean,
rip
his
out
dick.
his
It better be
inside.
his dick.
He'd
Maybe.
have to go asshole first. He would have
Yeah.
to get into the asshole and start
He'd
ripping
have
out
to eat the
outside.
ass out.
Yeah.
Of the
Look,
hippo.
maybe we just broke the code. That's how a gorilla can actually kill a hippo. Ass first.
Ass first. How do
It's true.
you kill a hippo? Ass first, baby.
All right,
think-
we'll put that
I
on a
think
shirt,
it's-
ladies and gentlemen.
I think it's definitely the hippo though.
Yeah.
That's gonna win.
Yeah, I don't think
But
it's
he'd
gonna
have
be
to get a
anything-
hold of him, right? Like, because what the hippo's only got, it's got what, two things. It's got its massive jaw and strength in its jaw, right? Very aggressive.
largest
very
bite
controlling.
force of any terrestrial animal. I'm pretty sure.
right?
20,
And it's got
20-inch
obvious-
tusk that can open up 180 degrees.
Need a lot of shit.
We're gonna go ahead and move hippo down here to the next. bracket,
1800
guys. Hippo,
psi.
Hippo's
Bite
making
force.
it.
Hippo's making it.
Hippo's definitely making it.
All right,
Right.
we move on. This feels like another big time mismatch. Crocodile versus elephant. Crocodile, big mean animal. I mean, but elephant would just fucking stomp it.
Elephant
Alligator
all
ain't
day.
getting up. Elephant is
Yeah.
just literally crushing this thing to death like that.
Hold on. What about the environment? No, the
In the
elephant's-
elephant wins no matter what.
My best case, that croc is getting in the water and trying to hide for a little bit, but
Right.
yeah, I think that there's no contest there. Elephant-
Maybe if he gets a hold of its trunk and death barrels to rip it off, and then the elephant may be able to bleed out, but I don't even think that would be the same. I don't even think that would be good enough.
I don't know.
I don't.
That'd be a tough one.
The crocodile's definitely dying before the elephant bleeds out for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, one stomp on any part of the midsection, game over.
I like this next matchup against I like the hippo.
This is now we're gonna have a fun one. So
Yeah.
you have like the agility and the stealth of the panther taking on the most pure, powerful cat there is on the planet in the tiger. Guys, where are you going with this? I'm gonna hold off on this one. You guys go first.
100% the tiger. I'm 100% on the tiger, because even if the panther is sneaky and stealthy and quiet, and it gets the jump on the tiger, it's not like the tiger is not an agile bitch that can't fucking flip that, because that's just the sheer size difference. I mean, a tiger is at least double the size of a panther, if not more. So
Feels like it.
I think tiger all day.
So I initially was going to lean towards tiger, but I just wanted to back myself up a little bit. So we chat GPT'd it,
There we go.
Perfect.
and GPT says a tiger wins almost every time. Size and strength, tigers are the largest cats in the world. A full-grown
Mhm.
Bengal or Siberian tiger can weigh 400 to 600 pounds. While a panther, which is usually a melanistic leopard or jaguar, depending on your region, is much smaller, averaging between 90 and 200 pounds. So big size and strength advantage there. Bite force jaguars, which are the strongest version of a panther, have an incredibly powerful bite for their size, capable of crushing skulls and turtle shells. But even then, a tiger's sheer size advantage makes it difficult for the jaguar or leopard to actually hold its own. Fighting styles. Tigers are known for having jujitsu. I'm kidding. They're a solitary apex predator used for taking down large prey like buffalo, guar, and elk, and they fight with brute force and powerful swipes. The panthers are stealth hunters, and they rely on an ambush and precision, not toe-to-toe brawls. So the verdict would be that a tiger would win almost every time, unless the tiger was previously incapacitated in some way or weakened by age or or something like that. So yeah, it fully confirms the tiger for me in this one based off of highly reliable AI data.
There we go.
Perfect.
Byron, you got anything else on the tiger situation here?
No, I definitely like my initial thought was Panther or Jaguar, and then I too have the GPT pulled up, and Evo pretty much went word for word. So I definitely agree. The tiger pulls it out.
Is there even a? Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm going tiger. The tiger was always the choice. It's the fuck. It's a tiger is the whole king of the jungle thing. That's not a lot.
Oh yeah,
the tiger is the biggest, baddest fucking cat that there is.
It is. It would fuck up any other cat.
Yeah,
any other cat.
Yeah, and look, at least this one was closer than our previous two matchups, though. Like,
had to do a little bit more in-depth research here on the size.
There's a world where a panther can win. And we really have to come up with a lot of scenarios to allow the gorilla or crocodile to win versus their respective foes. So
yeah, I mean, somebody was eating ass to win one of those matchups. So
yeah,
does the panther even have enough bite force to take down? Because it would have to take out the jugular or the carotid artery, right? Something in his neck.
I mean, you'd have to get
hold them there, right? And I don't even. It doesn't have the weight or the power to hold there.
There's always going to be that possibility that it is able to get at some of those main veins.
Yeah, of course.
That would be the sneak up, but I would say 9 times out of 10, you're probably not sneaking up on the tiger.
Yeah,
cat on cat, they're both sneaky,
right? Vicious
capabilities.
Cats are fucking douchebags. All right, moving on to our next matchup. Another very interesting one: Rhino taking on Polar Bear. Polar Bear, massive. Huge claws might actually be able to get through Rhino's skin. Rhino, obviously, huge horn. Polar bear. Those motherfuckers haven't had any food for a while, probably, because
just a lot of Coca-Cola.
Yeah, just a lot of Coca-Cola. But I mean, man, this one's really tough because I feel like a bear, for me, has more of especially a polar bear, because it's so fucking large and how fucking long its claws are. It might have a chance at the rhino.
I'm going size advantage as well with this one again to the rhino. I think that the size advantage in that thick skin, that's the way I got to lean. Look, the polar bear has a bit more of a shot, but the same reason why an elephant or a hippo really can't be cracked. It's gigantic animal, super thick skin, lots of fat and blubber and whatnot before you start getting to vital organs and veins and stuff like that.
I think this comes down to sheer endurance. Which animal's giving up first? And I think it's going to be the rhino. I don't think, because the rhino has one primary weapon. Sorry, that's my Alexa over there talking to my wife. But the rhino has one primary weapon, and that's its fucking massive nose hair, right? Isn't it like a hair or something that they're...
I have no idea. I think it's made out of the same things that hair is made out of.
Hair and teeth. Either way, it's got one horn, and they're blind as fuck too, by the way. You know, rhinos are like super blind. That's why they're so aggressive. At least this is what I read.
They can't see shit, so they just fucking like, I don't know what that is.
Anything they hear, they just attack towards it. You know, that's it. They just charge towards it. They're not agile. They're not moving. Polar bear's avoiding him the whole time. And I think the rhino runs out of steam, and fucking what do those big ass mammals do whenever they run out of steam? They just lay down in the fetal position, not even fetal, but they just lay down on their bed or on their bellies and sit there and just get killed. I didn't hear you.
That's what I said. Is that what you do?
That's what I do.
Lacey a good like 30 seconds, and then you run out of steam and lie down.
I'm so tired.
She pulls out the strap on and fucking finishes you off with her horn.
I usually just slip right off the side. I'm all sweaty, and my body and her body just it's perfect. It's magic. It's magic, Evo.
So it sounds like we're at 2-2.
30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm thinking polar bear.
I got polar bear as well. So we're gonna have to go to a tiebreaker.
Well, we got the GPT answer.
Oh, yeah?
Are we going to GPT? Should we
Oh,
allow
yeah.
the GPT to
Hold
choose
on. Let's see what it has to say first.
it? Yeah.
The
China
size gap
did write that.
is
So.
too massive. A polar bear is the apex predator of the Arctic, but against a multi-ton tank with a spear on its face, it's outclassed.
The thing
Rhino
that I
wins
read
8
here
out of
that
10
is,
times.
while devastating to seals or even walruses, the polar bear's claws and bite won't penetrate a white rhino's armor-like skin.
Fuck.
So
All right.
that rhino might get tired, but it might just sit there and being like, "Why are you tickling me?"
Maybe. I mean, that's valid. That's a valid point. I do feel like if they were charging towards each other, though, the polar bear probably wouldn't be smart enough to try to avoid.
Dodge.
Yeah.
Originally, yeah.
It's just going to charge straight at it and get that.
Well, it's apex
that
predator.
death
It has never run into something like Rhino.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
maybe
not
the
gonna
rhino
know
has
what the
him.
fuck happened. So, I mean, yeah, Rhino. Fuck. Rhino.
Probably is Rhino.
Damn it. All right. Well, Rhino moves on. All right. So now, heading into the semifinals, we have Hippo versus Elephant in a clash of fucking titans.
That is a clash of titans.
Look, I feel like we can knock one out of the way here real quick. This tiger rhino debate.
Yeah, tiger rhino is all the things that we've learned about rhinos in this process. Rhino wins this, right?
It's got to.
I know I want
probably.
tiger to win, but if a fucking polar bear can't beat a rhino, I don't know that a tiger can beat a rhino. Polar bear's bigger.
Yeah, but I think the tiger beats the polar bear.
Oh, I don't know, dude.
I think the tiger beats the polar bear.
Dude, polar bears are massive.
I
They're
don't
almost
know.
1,000 pounds.
Tigers can get up to 1,000 pounds.
No, dude, like 600.
What's the heaviest?
We were just
It
saying.
said like 600 something pounds for the
Is
tiger
it?
when we GPT'd it earlier. GPT'd it real quick. Polar bear usually wins, but it is a very close heavyweight matchup.
There you go.
Between
That's
tiger
the closest.
and polar bear.
Yeah.
But all right, so tiger,
Maybe the more
rhino.
interesting one.
I do think
Rhino moves on. Rhino's into the championship round.
Yeah. I feel like it's got to be, which brings us to the hippo and the elephant, and that's a tough one. I feel like hippos traditionally, in my head, are more aggressive over an elephant.
For
sure. But the elephant is very protective of its young, so does it have a baby in there? I don't know.
How does the hippo kill the elephant? That's the question.
It's bite.
And I think bite force could actually probably cause quite a bit of damage.
Yeah. If it hooks up underneath on its belly.
Vice versa to that, how does the elephant kill the hippo? Is it the tusk?
Yeah, it'd have to be the tusks. It'd have to be the tusks to the side. So whoever gets and if the hippo's going forward and the elephant's going forward, I don't think the hippo is killing the elephant with a bite to the head. No. I think he has to get the torso. And if they're going head to head, the tusks are coming in and they're penetrating into that shoulder or something like that. I think the elephant's got it.
Elephant is a pretty goddamn large animal. I mean, it's so hard to take down an elephant.
It would be hard.
I want hippo to win, but I gotta go elephant just because it's so fucking massive.
I was hippo sided here, but Byron, what are your thoughts?
I'm going elephant. I definitely thought hippo because hippos are giant assholes, but I think the elephant just it takes it. It's bigger. It's heavier. It's got 4 foot long freaking spikes coming out of its face.
Well, GPT agrees. Elephant.
Yes.
Now, it does start it off by saying this is one of the ultimate animal heavyweight matchups possible, which is great.
I'm pretty sure we're getting ready to send it into the matchup of the Titans right here.
But, it says size and weight. An elephant weighs 3 to 4 times what a hippo does.
That's
the elephant has the massive tusk, up to 10 feet apparently, trunk strength, and the ability to trample with thousands of pounds of force, whereas the hippo has huge jaws that are 18 to 24 inches with tusks and a bite force of over 1,800 psi, capable of crushing bones and splitting a boat in half. Defense-wise, the hippo has a thick hide that can tank crocodile bites, amongst other things, but they're dwarfed overall by an elephant's size. And the elephant also has thick skin, but their sheer mass and height give them the bigger the advantage. Hippo would struggle to even reach a vital spot unless it got underneath the elephant. So, I mean, that makes sense to me, I guess. I feel like the hippo has got better attack capabilities, but it comes down to a size disadvantage again.
Yeah.
If the hippo can't use its attacks because of the size of the elephant, then we're going nowhere.
Just remember that, all you young soldiers, when you go out to the bar, it's not about the size of the fight and the dog. Sometimes that big motherfucker is just going to whoop your ass, no matter how tough you think you are or how drunk you are.
That's why you always keep drunk friends with you.
Yeah.
Thought there was going to be a penis.
That's why you have friends that are large. That's why we keep Matt around.
Right.
Yeah.
I am a large.
In some respects, Dave.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Dave.
A cuddly bear with a violent side.
Yeah.
He's such a cuddly person.
He truly is.
Yeah.
Truly is.
All right. Heading into the championship rounds, we have Elephant.
Let's save this for 6 months from now.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? You're right. And then I'll just get rid of I'll bring the cross off of here. I'll just delete this.
Oh man, let's conclude this, bitch. I was joking.
Oh, here we go. Elephant versus Rhino. This feels like it should be a big heavyweight matchup, very similar to the last one. But I'm going to have very similar reservations. I've had reservations about Rhino the whole time, other than the fact that it's just a tank. But it's running up against another tank. So I'm going to take the smart tank running up against the big, dumb idiot in the fucking Rhino. Elephant beats Rhino off of size and fucking intelligence because rhinos are dumb as shit.
Very valid. I think we have a similar explanation to the last one, hippo, rhino, elephant. The rhino is shorter stature. What weight-wise, they're probably I
was unaware of how much weight an elephant actually had, being up to 1,500 or 15,000 pounds.
That's pretty fucking
insane. Some of those bigger.
So insane. So, and I think based off that, but I will say though, a rhino definitely has the right stature and size and position for a fucking death thrust, dude, right into the side or belly of that elephant. I think that's what it would come down to, because I don't know that
who's going to outmaneuver, because they're both blocky ass animals.
They are. And I think that the elephant, do you think the tusk can penetrate? Do you think there's enough there to penetrate? Maybe
depending on the force that he's running with.
Right. But it would have to be like actual momentum force against him, right? It's not like if the rhino was making that death blow, he's coming up, right? He's hooking up. So it's like against the elephant's weight, directly against gravity, versus you're kind of pushing the rhino sideways trying to penetrate, right? Because of the angle the elephant's coming in at with his tusks. So I don't know. I don't think the elephant would be able to take it. I think the rhino would end up getting him in the end.
Okay.
I've learned to not discount the sheer size and mass that comes with the elephant. In so many of these so far that we've done today to finalize things, it's come down to a size and strength that comes with that size sort of equation. And I don't know that I can discount, even though I want that rhino to have a fighting chance. I don't think I can discount what we've seen so far about the massive size of the elephant and how much of an advantage that it provides.
2 for elephant. Byron, where are you at?
Elephant all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's not even a chance. Again, the rhino's dumb. Elephant is smart. Like the rhino might get 2 out of 10 times a lucky strike with the horn, but I don't think it's happening.
I think elephant takes it. I don't know that any animal can just go out and take down a fucking elephant because of how large they are. Elephant champion of the animal kingdom.
What did chat say about elephant and rhino?
Elephant wins.
Yeah.
Elephant wins because of the same reasons, size, and the ability for the rhino to actually get a shot off on it is unlikely. But now I have to know what animal can beat an elephant in a fight. And let's
It's gonna have
one-on-one.
That
So
like
lions in a pride.
Yeah, in a pack.
Crocodiles apparently.
No,
but specifically calves, like smaller elephants.
So I did that question specifically. What animal can beat an elephant in a fight? And it said that the elephant is considered the heavyweight champion of the animal kingdom. Very few animals could realistically beat them in a one-on-one fight. What can beat an elephant is another elephant, right? A large group of predators. So a pack of lions, pack of hyenas, crocodiles might target calves, but not healthy adults. Rhinos can rarely beat an elephant. A charging rhino with a well-placed horn strike to the belly or side could fatally wound an elephant, but the elephant usually will win due to its size, tusk, and intelligence. And then, of course, humans with weapons.
Yeah. Apex predator, baby. Come on now. Intelligence win.
The fucking elephant has it, man.
Yeah, elephant's got it. Elephant's the champ. Other than us,
it is the champ. I can concur with that.
All right. Hey guys, thanks for concluding that fucking bracket.
It only took us half the year.
Only half the year. You know what? That's not bad.
Had a lot.
Can you guys fucking believe that we're already in August, the end of August of this year?
Yeah,
August
feels like it flew by quicker than other months.
I feel like
I'm actually. What's crazy for me, my 20-year reunion. So with my high school team, our football team, we won state my senior year 20 years ago. So they're going to honor us for like a 20-year thing in October. So that makes me feel old as fuck.
You are old as fuck.
Yeah, but I'm going to go have a good time with I'm going to take Graydon out there for the ceremony and festivities. So
very nice. That's cool. I don't think I'll ever be going back to a high school reunion thing of any sort.
No?
Care to.
Yeah. So I don't actually want to see the people from like the high school. This is just like they're doing a thing for the football team. If it were my entire graduating class, I couldn't give a fuck about 97% of those people. I didn't care about them when I was there. I don't care about them now for probably very different reasons. But I mean, 6 of one, half dozen the other.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, guys. So since the last time we had an episode, there's been a ton of shit that's gone on. A ton of shit that has happened. Now, I don't want to drive us too far off a ledge and off a cliff. But we can't only do the bracket. We got to talk probably about a little bit of politics, maybe some conspiracies. Matt, I know you got a couple of those up your sleeve.
Always conspiracies. I mean, what's going on with? Go ahead,
Matt. Who did you take in the greatest Twitter fight ever? Elon.
My honest thought on it is I think that it was silly for Elon to say those things on Twitter. I mean, he did them for a reason, but I think that it was more detrimental to him for him to say those things than it was for Donald Trump. That's what I think.
Okay.
I think because
he's on pace to become the first trillionaire, my man.
Sure.
So wasn't that detrimental?
It's silly to have a fucking public scuffle of any sort.
Well, that's what I'm kind of getting.
We've all been in the military. If NCOs are gonna fucking have a squabble, you don't do it in front of the Joes. You go behind closed doors and you fucking handle it like fucking.
And that's kind of why I think it was silly for him to do that.
I mean, it could have easily not been responded to as well.
Yeah, both parties are. Yeah, well, that entire situation was asinine. But it's
Donald Trump. Do you expect him not to respond?
No, for sure. And
can't
honestly, it's Elon. Like those are both two of those same type of personalities. Like,
I mean, Elon did come back and say that he wished he wouldn't have said that.
well, I'm
Yeah.
sure he
Or
does.
to some
He had
extent.
He said something incredibly damning about the president of the United States, who can control a lot of the things that he does.
That's true, but I mean, let's talk on that though. Do you guys what he said, right? He said
That he was in the
basically in
Epstein
short,
files.
he was in the
He said
Epstein
in the
files,
Epstein
and that's why they don't
files.
release him. But what does that mean though? What does that actually mean? I bet there's a lot of people in the Epstein files. The Epstein files and what they are is just the court documents supporting it. What? I'm just saying, in all honesty.
Don't act like they don't exist now. I mean,
no.
They don't exist.
I'm not necessarily saying they don't
Does
exist.
something
What I'm saying
exist
is
after it goes in the shredder?
Right. Hold on.
We got a real fucking Schrodinger's cat situation going on here.
The question is what do you think Trump is guilty of?
Oh,
in
I'm not saying
relationship
that
to
Trump
Epstein?
specifically is guilty of anything. I'm saying that they're all fucking dirty scumbags, and that list should have been released because the list is for real. It exists. You will never convince me otherwise. That there is a fucking list of names with people that have been indicted or talked about in some fashion, but by Ghislaine or however the fuck you say her name, and Epstein. Like, there's no way that there is not
100%
that powerful and not keep track of that kind of shit.
I don't disagree with you at all, Mike. There's definitely a list. What my question is, what is the list exactly? Is it just people who've corresponded, or is it a list of, I mean, it's probably a comprehensive list of all sorts of things. It's just people who've ever engaged in anything with Epstein. And the problem is that list will never come out. It will never come. I don't think it ever will, because
if it does, there's going to be a lot of people that get fucking murdered.
Exactly. That's what I think.
Clinton,
I don't think it'll ever come
on a tear.
Because whether or not Trump actually did anything illegal, like if he was a part of, all the pedophilia and all that stuff, whether or not he was, if the list comes out, it's still going to damage him in some way, shape, or form, not just to him personally, but also to people that he has to work with, right? Like his party. It's going to hurt the people
that he's fighting against as well, if it is exactly what they say it is.
No,
the
I
problem
agree.
Is that
but it hurts everybody.
One of the things that he ran on was draining the swamp, right? Twice in a row. And that includes taking shots at your own people. I mean, he's talked about 100%. Term limits and things like that, which isn't beneficial to either party if they want to stick around and retain power. It's good for the U.S. probably to drain the swamp. It's good for our government and politics and everything. And the thought was maybe he actually is crazy enough to follow through with it, because this is a second term, and burn the whole fucking thing down and start at a fresh base without all of the corruption, and hopefully find a way to end the corruption. But at the end of the day, it's corruption wins. If we need to do a fucking another bracket, corruption comes out on top every single time, because corruption holds the power. And look, that's the disappointing thing to me, is not that I want to see Republicans or Democrats go down. I would like to see fucking corrupt people go down, because that means
both sides, actually, Democrats and Republicans, probably our entire government of elected officials.
Yeah, it would be pretty rough to navigate, but I feel like that's the only way to go forward and try to clean this thing up a little bit. It might weaken us as a nation, to be completely honest, but sometimes you got to take those licks to do better. I personally, what I've enjoyed through all of this is both sides flip-flopping hardcore constantly.
It's true.
Yes, thank you.
Like bringing up the Trump Elon thing. Man, did liberals hate Elon? And then all of a sudden Elon comes out against Trump. They're like, wait, are we which side are we on again?
He makes electric cars. Andy said, fuck Trump, maybe he's cool again.
I look at it like this. I compare it to like the Watergate scandal, right? Nixon was all over that, right? And what happened once Ford took over office, he pardoned Nixon and shut the whole thing down. Right now, some people will say that he was a part of it, a part of trying to cover up. And then the other side of that argument is he did it because there was already enough damage and turmoil in the United States and the people. And what do? Do you drag that investigation out further and further and further, or do you put a stop to it, shut it all down? That way we could just move forward from it. You know what I mean? Like what is better to move forward for on the nation?
We're not seeing that either way. If Trump wanted to take the high road on things and be like, I'm going to publicly drain the swamp, but I'm not going to necessarily get all these people removed, put everyone's dirty laundry out there, ruin at both sides and ruin his relationships with both sides. But then say, I'm pardoning everything goes on, status quo is normal. But now the American public has everyone's dirty laundry. And fucking after I'm out, y'all deal with it and elect who you're going to elect.
But what does that actually accomplish?
They're both exactly the same. There's no difference between either side. It doesn't matter how you fucking vote because they're going to be exactly the fucking same. Because as soon as something bad happens, they'll just swap sides.
Pretty close.
Just change their fucking role.
It's
kind of. I don't fully agree with that. I feel like we've had
like it has been everywhere. Pardons all of a sudden, good, bad, depends on who's doing them.
Right.
I mean, list, no list, corruption. Phase 1 for the thing that doesn't exist of the Epstein files. There's just all of this shit. The entire government as a whole has become so, like, in my mind, this is now not, I speak for only myself. I do not want to let my voice represent anybody else's. The government has become so corrupt at this point that you can't distinguish right and wrong between them anymore. Almost. It's become so bad. They are almost identical in the things that they will do as long as it benefits them. Now,
well, sure.
They will stop at nothing, at no end, to get what they want, which is power and money. That is both sides.
I don't disagree.
I
don't disagree.
We are in a bad system right now.
I feel like that is the goal of any party that gets into office. Even if there was a new independent party, that would be the goal still. Yeah. You don't get away from that, period, ever. It's just way more efficient and way more prominent with the two parties because they've been doing it for so long and they already have all their hooks in where they need them, right? Bet your ass if the independent party was to take presidency, those hooks would start to be coming in and we wouldn't see it as predominantly, but give it a few years and a few terms and we'd be in the same boat. Like, it's just, that's what comes with it, regardless.
Okay, so when you say that, Matt, I have to ask.
Yeah.
Based on the fact that if we were to switch all of these things, why would we fall right back into the same thing that we've seen before? If we were to make such a drastic change, do you think that we would just fall right back into the same groove? Because that doesn't make sense to me. Like, if there is going to be a whole third party that comes in.
Let me rephrase this. Because they're human. Because they're man. That's why. They would eventually, maybe it wouldn't be the same rut. Maybe it would be a different rut, but the rut would still lead to money and power.
Okay.
That's
okay. I'll buy that.
It would look different and it would feel different. And maybe some other positive attributes would come from it. I'm not necessarily saying it wouldn't, but it would all inevitably lead. I mean, look at all major societies throughout Earth's history, and they all come to an end because of the same reason. They all end up collapsing on each other in some way because of money and power, period. You know, so maybe we do need a switch to extend our existence. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not necessarily saying that, but it will all come to that same final conclusion, though.
At some point, yeah, it all happens.
I think that even if a third party came in, one of the reasons why nothing would change is the fact that it's like just a third party coming in doesn't mean it's every single fucking spot throughout government is now a new fresh face.
Correct.
You've seen these same people flipping parties constantly. The same people get the same sort of jobs in the same sort of sectors, not because they are Republican or Democrat. It's because they're good at what they do. And I'm not saying what they do is good. I'm saying that they are good at what they are hired to do, which
Fucking
is
lobbyists.
continue
Bro,
to
have you
push
heard the
forward a
job of a
very
lobbyist?
corrupt government.
Do you know what those people do?
They just hand out checks.
They go to lunch and they give people money.
Yep, that's it.
That is the job of a lobbyist.
Yeah.
Which I'm super excited to see how Gavin Newsom's little wildfire donations foundation thing turns out for him.
Dude, okay, so the political posturing and the dick swinging between the governors and the senators and the fucking president at this point, this is chaos.
It's
I thought it was going to be a little bit chaotic, but it's been what, 1 year? Coming up on 1 year?
Coming up.
This fucking first year has been insane.
It's true. Yeah. You're not wrong. But I think it's been good.
There's been a couple things that have come out good from it. In my opinion.
I'm not saying all bad. I'm not.
For all the back and forth on the tariffs, they seem to have worked.
They are working.
Of course, they fucking are working.
Going to work. Yeah.
Yeah. There was a lot of pushback and it was a lot of like, hey, we think that this should work from the Republican side.
Well, it's all fear mongering.
But was until it gets put in action, we don't really know. And it looks like the trade deals and stuff like that have definitely swung further to a more neutral state. I wouldn't say that that's necessarily in our favor, but we are in a better trade state now than we were before. And I think that other countries that we negotiate with after the initial tariffs and stuff like that know, like, okay, well, we can't fuck around and hold out because like they're not fucking playing around, which is probably a good thing financially for the country and the strategic power, right? I say probably because it's only probably a good thing if those policies continue going forward. But if we switch parties again and we start to see a little bit more of limp-wristedness with how we play in the economic battleground of the world, where we had kept going downhill with bad deals, they might go back to that, as a trade. Like, hey, we're going to reduce these tariffs if you do this for us type thing again, which was the slippery slope that we got into where we were fucking not great economically as far as the trade situation in the world. So that's still a possibility. These are good right now, but they have to be carried forward. And hopefully there's a new kind of precedent set with it, I would hope. I'm interested to think or hear about everyone's thoughts on the border and cleaning up the country and these ICE raids and stuff that are happening.
So I am not in favor of illegal immigration. I think that you should come into the country legally. I think that the immigration procedure is shitty. It takes way too fucking long to come into the country legally. They've got to figure out a way to streamline that process. However, one of the funniest fucking things that I have read or seen recently is that they were going to paint the fence black, so it would be hot. And that is so fucking funny to me because two things. So they painted it black, thinking that it would just attract the heat, which black attracts heat for sure, attracts sunlight. But when you paint metal, you guys know what happens, right? Cools the entire thing. Metal doesn't retain as much fucking heat once you paint it. So they're not getting what they want out of that. Also, are people scaling this thing that I'm unaware of? Because I have never seen anybody or any videos of anybody climb over that big fucking fence.
I have seen it in real life.
Okay, I've only seen people cut through it.
I've seen the trucks drive up with ramps on the back. I've seen it being cut through. I've seen the grappling hooks over the top.
I've never seen anybody go over the top of it.
Yeah, that like legitimately with my job, I have seen that here. I will say, and this is anecdotal, the border crossings are so insanely dramatically down, especially in our area down here, that it would be tough to say that the policy being put into effect as far as enforcement on the border isn't working. when it comes
yeah.
to, because I think in general, all of us probably think that illegal immigration is not good for our country. We are open to immigrants, especially in a legal process. And I think that we would probably all agree that the process as far as immigrating here legally is broken and needs to be fixed. The question, I guess, kind of comes into play. What comes first, the chicken or the egg? Do we want to fix the policy first, or do we want to secure the border first? The Trump's party has obviously taken the stance of fix the border first and then try to get the illegals that are here out. And
Well,
then third, tertiarily, work on that policy change.
is
Not that
it
they can't all
not
be
in
done at the same
parallel
time,
though?
but
That's the thing. Why can't it be in parallel?
it should be. But I don't
You
think
know?
that it has been worked in parallel. I think that the greater force and effort has been to secure the border and remove illegal immigrants from within.
I think that is the first step, honestly, in my opinion. Like if you
It's probably the best move, but I would like to see it work in parallel.
well, where does that come from, right? That comes from Congress and in the Senate. So like you're not writing a fucking what am I thinking of right now? What does the president write? He writes
Executive order.
executive orders. You're not going to write an executive order to fix the immigration policy, right? That's something that is going to take the people that we elect in Congress and in the Senate to make this happen, and that's really what we should be asking, right? Is why the fuck aren't they, if they're not already working on those policies?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that the low-hanging fruit answer to that is that there's one political party that gains a lot of votes from illegal immigrants and one party that doesn't, because they take a stronger stance on it.
So is it
I
an
would like to say
advantage?
that there isn't a nefarious action being done by the left to allow more immigrants to come in, because they just have weaker border policies. And so people who would be illegal immigrants would rather vote for that sort of a political party than the other. But I mean, I think that's a reality that we're having to look at right now. If the left was saying, hey, we want to change the border policy to allow legal immigrants in and work towards fixing that, but not doing it from a perspective of, hey, let's gain a fuckload of voters, let's just do the right thing for protecting our country and securing this border, it would be different. But that's the political game, right? It is quickest way to vote. 4 years is a long time, but it's not a long time. Like,
No,
we're not that far away from election season again.
November
Comes
4th.
quick.
My kids actually have that day off. I didn't know that was a school day off of school.
What do you guys think about that illegal alien trucker from California?
Oh, dude, I fucking showed Amber this, and it almost made me sick, because obviously you guys know I've been in traumatic car accident that almost fucking killed me. So hearing about that and seeing that, because those people had no shot. There was no opportunity for them to slam on their brakes. The only thing that they could have possibly done was to veer right into the tires. So
into the tires.
Underneath.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you go underneath,
You're
over.
Done.
Yep.
Yeah.
Game over.
I have not seen the video. So
it's Evo, I probably wouldn't watch it, homie.
Yeah.
Like, it's you, and he is just like completely like, oh shit, what just happened?
So I don't really try to pass too much judgment on a person dealing with that kind of situation, because the way someone's shock response is to a situation is traumatic. It's like so different, no matter what. So it's hard to judge. Just because he gave that didn't mean he didn't have emotion. It was probably just straight fear and shock of like, oh fuck, like fuck, like what am I supposed to do?
It's true. It's a good point, Matt.
Yeah. Because what would you do? You know,
if you were the
trucker,
if you were that,
I wouldn't have yanked the goddamn turn from the right lane of the goddamn interstate.
They say that guy, like, he, this is all right wing propaganda, of course, but like failed his language test, failed his road sign test, only got like 4 out of X many signs correctly. You know, like people are really pushing against like, oh, why are you being racist or Islamophobe or whatever towards, you know, immigrants driving trucks. Why do they need to speak English? It's because every fucking road sign is in English on our highways. Like everything pertinent is that's how it is.
Written in
Like
fucking English.
right. They should have to know it. If you are going to be held to have to follow the rules and the roads and the regulations of the United States of America, then you should be able to fucking understand the rules and the road signs and all of that stuff.
It's hard to disagree with that.
Yeah, it's fair. I mean, I'm trying to think to my time in Europe. There were English things out there for sure, but not like in Germany. Road signs were German.
Yeah. You figured it the fuck out, or you didn't know where you
House
fucking were
fart,
going.
exit. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
And I loved it. But like, yeah, there's definitely I know it's one of the more right-wing propaganda fears that, you know, they're trying to change our country into their country type thing by coming in here. But I mean, in reality, like our language is English. It would make sense that you would learn English if you're going to be here and assimilate with our customs and whatnot. We've seen how the customs that have been brought over in Europe to certain countries have had major clashes and are bad and some that we don't want.
There's been a lot of violent outbursts that have happened in Europe over the last 6 months since we have had our last episode because of the mass immigration and things like that have been going on in Europe.
Yeah. But hey, congratulations to Washington D.C. That's like their longest streak in a long time of having no homicides. I think it was like 11 days.
2 days? Oh, okay.
Something like that. It's pretty wild.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy how that works.
Yeah. Policing. Not that, you know, over policing is great, but sometimes when things are running fucking rampant.
I think that it's also the threat, right? Like, here's the thing. My dad would whoop my ass when I was younger. And he whooped my ass for the first couple years of my life, probably more than a couple years. But it got to the point where I didn't fuck up because I knew I would get my ass whooped because I knew that he would do it. I knew what the extent of the threat could be and how it could work, right? Like, and what it meant. So
I
now
can see that there's a legitimate punishment attached to this action, and
exactly.
If you don't have that as a child, as an adult, because honestly, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I'll give it right back.
That's the whole problem of our fucking nation.
Every single, if somebody doesn't have legal authority over any one of the three of you, and they tell you to do something as a veteran, your initial inkling is like, no, fuck you. I'm not.
Right.
Doesn't even if you want to do it, you're like, you can't tell me to do anything. Go fuck yourself. Exactly.
And I think that this is one of those points. I don't think this is like, I don't think having the National Guard deployed in Washington, D.C. to cut down the crime rate, I don't think that's automatically going to make all cities better. But I think that now that we're seeing the actual repercussions of it and like what's happening, like it's actually working. Right now it comes Chicago. Hey, you ready for the National Guard? You want the National Guard? Or are we going to start shaping up? What are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, I think that trend can start to catch on.
So that trend is very scary though, because
it is scary. It is.
All it takes is one dumbass, and then you get a Kent State incident.
Yeah.
And then it turns into a war at this point where our country's at. If some kid pops a shot and smokes somebody because he calls in the guard, it might legitimately start a civil war.
I mean, I don't fully disagree with that.
Could you imagine the response in a city like Chicago? They call in the National Guard and things happen and something goes crazy and a National Guardsman shoots a fucking civilian. There ain't no coming back from that. There is that Penn State whole scenario
We
turns
saw a
This is
lot
what-
of
it
it during
depends.
COVID. We saw a
Hey,
lot
hey,
of it
well-
during COVID with riots and stuff like that.
Right.
Of what that could kind of generally look like.
Yeah, but nobody got shot. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well,
Well, that's what I'm.
Tell that to Kyle
When you're
Rittenhouse.
talking, well, I don't think there was National Guard there, though. That's my point.
I don't know. It's something that I like to keep out of my mind because it was just a shitty time. But look,
what happens
I think that
anytime? Go ahead,
it's a
Evo.
perfect scenario for us to do yet another bracket challenge. Who would win? Inner city violent gangs from Chicago or the National Guard?
National Guard, 100%.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Well, hold
Go ahead.
on.
Go ahead.
What
We don't need to
National
open
Guard-
up this bucket of worms on this episode though, because we are running up a little bit long here. We gotta save some of the fun for another episode in 6 to 7 months, right?
How about we go like 6 weeks max?
Let's shoot
That'll take a strong
for.
commitment.
What, Matt? Since we have you here, and we'll be able to
Yeah.
put this on the internet and hold you to it now. When's your next available day, my big guy?
Let me look at the calendar, dude. Let me look at the calendar. I mean, I'll tell you what my schedule looks like right now. I coach football Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, so those are automatically off the chain. Wednesdays is a good night. Wednesdays is usually a free night, but also the only night I actually have during the week. Fridays are no-go game day. Saturdays usually games all day long with football. So possible Saturday nights. Wednesdays and Sundays are it though. That's what it's going to have to be.
You want to do something on a Sunday in the middle of football season?
I know so it leaves us with Wednesday. That's what I'm getting at. It's like Wednesday is probably going to have to be the actual time frame.
Wednesday,
So-
3 weeks from now.
3 weeks from now, what do we got that Wednesday? I don't
Let's
think
see
I
if
have
that
anything on my calendar.
I'm setting a date. I'm just saying things, and I don't even know what the fucking day that is.
17th or the 24th. Is that what you're saying?
What? What the fuck is today?
The 24th.
24th. So 1, 2. So that would be the fucking. That is the wrong month.
The 17th
17th.
or the 10th.
The 10th. Because that would be Wednesday 1, 27. Wednesday 2, 3. Wednesday 3 is the 10th.
So the 17th. Let me see. No, I think I could do the 10th. I don't think anything's on there. Let's aim for the 10th. I like it.
We'll see if this gets out anywhere. Well, this one's going to come out probably tomorrow. And then we'll see when that one gets shot.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But
Let's see.
guys, we're gonna wrap this thing up. Thank you everybody for coming and hanging out. Matt, appreciate you. Byron, Evo, all you guys. I have really enjoyed today's episode, but man, getting back to the talk is something that I want to do.
Yeah.
Our mission with the No Sleeves Network has become much more important to me recently. Byron has gone through, and you can go check it out at nosleevesnetwork.com. Byron wrote an excellent blog kind of talking about and chronicling a little bit of his things with, depression and those types of things. And my ultimate goal, my ultimate mission for the No Sleeves Network is for this to be a place where veterans can go and create and use an outlet, something when you're feeling like shit or you're feeling low. If you want to come and write a blog, if you want to, anybody, if you know one of us, reach out. If you want to come and do anything creative, you're a veteran, you're going through anything, struggling, reach out to us. I'll hook you up. I'll give you a way to write blogs, whatever you want to do, man. My journey over the last few months, recently diagnosed with PTSD, been in therapy. So it's been this, getting this back has been huge. So thank you guys very much for that. I don't want to get too sentimental. But thank you guys. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Okay.
But go check out the NoSleevesNetwork.com. And I do mean that, guys. If you are ever feeling down, feeling low, reach out to one of us. Reach out to a buddy, a friend. If you have any creative juices at all, reach out to us. We will find a way to help you tap into that.
We love juice.
We do love the juice. Me and Evo are both on TRT. So with that, I'm going to give you guys, Evo, Matt, Byron, say your goodbyes. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
Thanks everyone for tuning in today. It's nice being back. We're going to absolutely try to get some other people on here as well, other than just our four faces. And obviously the Vanilla Gorilla is unavailable. He's off doing deployed operational type shit. So cool on that. But when he's around again, of course, you'll be seeing his pretty face. But thank you for tuning in with us tonight. We're just a bunch of dummy thick idiots talking random bullshit like we would when we were sitting in the talk. So we appreciate everyone coming in and hopefully not holding our feet to the fire too much for just being dumb, stupid, and fucking saying our piece.
I appreciate all of you guys.
Sexy.
It has been too long, and I apologize that I am not always available, but I always love getting together. Honestly, it's fun shooting the shit, talking and about whatever the hell we need to talk about, because I feel like all too often in life we only have enough time to think about what we are trying to get done in that moment to get to the next survival checkpoint, right? So it's definitely nice to break loose from the monotony and just talk shit.
Heck yeah. It's great getting together, guys. Really. This is therapy for me,
Hell
just
yeah.
kind of hanging out, talking with people. A little plug, like Mike said, I got a blog on No Sleeves Network. Go check out Ginger Snaps. That's where I kind of rant about shit that pisses me off that's on the internet or whatever's on my mind.
Oh yeah. With that, guys, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. We'll be back in a few weeks, hopefully. With that,
Yeah.
get out of here. See ya.
Hard work, work. There you go. Hard work, work. Everybody doing it right. Hard work, work. Hard work. That's what we say. Hard work, work, work. Earn more pay. Hard work, work. Hard work. Do it every day. Hard work, work. Get up out of 2:45. Hard work, work. You go and earn more pay. Hard work, work. Put the boots on and lace them up. Hard work, work. Another day's of work. Hard work, work. Hard work. That's what we say. Hard work, work. Hard work. I earn my pay.